Hey everybody, welcome. We're a little early, so we're just going to chill out and hang out for about 10 minutes while we let people show up. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming to the QR playthrough of Tommy's guide for the Neon Palms Back Nine tournament. Hope everyone's having a good day. Hope you had a good lunch and relaxing. It's a Monday. I got me another cup of coffee. We just did the Boris QR guide, and I can tell you this course is a little tougher than the front nine. Definitely going to take some practice and some patience, but I think given a good look at it, and depending on the wins in the OR and weekend round, I think we'll have some fun with it. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Welcome to the Q9. Hey, what's up, Bailey? Welcome to the Q9 Tommy Guide playthrough. We are going to be doing our best to dial this in, see if we can get a good score here, get some drops. The way the Q9 dial-ins are going as of now, in the interest of ball stock and cost, is I will take a maximum of 3 practice shots, and after that I will go live. If I drop a shot, I'll go live on the next one. And if we don't get the shot dialed in, I will make my best suggestion for a final tweak. If we decide not to qualify the account because of too many misses, I will finish the dial-in in practice mode. So we will get through all 9 holes. And then I will qualify the account on my own time. So that being said, let's have some fun. Tommy Guide, just looking at hole 1, looks like we're playing a little more conservative, which is fine by me, at least on hole 1. Tommy puts out quality guides. If you don't subscribe to Tommy yet, you can see his link on my links page on my channel. He's been top content creator since the game came out, pretty much. On screen today, we got me and my beautiful wife on the left-hand side at the beach. At the top, I just want you all to know, first of all, I am a delight. Thank you. Hey, GCSYB, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. On the bottom right is my Miss Gracie dog. She's had a birthday a couple days ago. She is 3 years old. Wonderful baby. We love her. On top is a good quote. A happy person is not a person who's always in a good situation, but rather a person who always has a good attitude in every situation. And if you all enjoy the content, please consider donating to the channel. Helps keep me in balls and guides and all the stuff we need to keep the channel running. That all being said, let's take a look at hole 1 and get this underway, shall we? So, hole 1, we're going to be setting up with a Katana. Best ball in the game, you guys. Buy as many as you can afford. We are then going to swap to our we're going to be at an APOC, P4 max stretch. Bottom left of the yellow to the rough. We're going to swap to a max topspin boost 2 ball and give it 1.5 left spin. I am then going to swap to a precision because I don't have any topspin 4 precision balls. And then we are just going to give it max OP. You can, if you have it, swap to the legendary Pioneer perk to slow the needle completely down. I don't have that on this account, so we'll have to deal with a little bit of shake on the needle. Our second shot will be a bottom white rough check at the rough fairway line on the back of the green. We'll then give it 1 back spin and 0.5 right spin. Aim the ball just into the hole center cup. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, Sam. But 1 back, half a right. Ball guide just into the hole. This is a crosswind. I know from my experience with Tommy's thorn shots in a crosswind, I tend to miss left. So what I'm going to do since it's the way I pull, is his personal tweaks are: if you're missing left, add 0.1, and if you're missing right, subtract 0.1. So on my first practice attempt, I am going to add the 0.1, just knowing my experience with his shots. So let's have a look at it and go ahead. Gosh dang, I got all these fruit flies. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's take a practice at hole 1 here, have a look, and see what we got going on. Hey, Allison, welcome. Appreciate the good luck. Tommy also mentions that a great right is okay, but a great left will be in the rough. So we're going to approach the needle swing from the right-hand side. Seven, 4. And no push up here, so we're at plus 14. Going to be a tiny shake. And we hit a great right off the bat because that's who I am as a person. And we should still be in the fairway, he says. And just barely. We're looking for 415 to 422. We're right in there. So we are going to do a bottom white fringe check at plus 8. Give it 1 back and half a right. We're going to set the ball guide just into the hole, center cup there, like so. And then 7-3 at plus 8 is plus 3. So what I'm going to do is add plus 4. 7-3 is 3, so I'm going to do 3-4, just knowing my pull there, and see what happens. Center ball, no other tweaks. And I hit a... All right, we're getting the greats out of the way early, guys. And that would have been in with a perfect, so we're going to give her another look. Sorry about that. Got to get those greats out of the way early. Oh, goodness. I think I hit more greats than any other streamer on YouTube. It's kind of my thing. So option 1A is our option we are shooting today. And we will go drive, single, great right, okay. We tested that. All right, let's get back in here and let's hit some perfects. Let's quit messing around. All right, here we go. Back in for another practice and have a look at it. Oh. All right. Anybody that knows me knows that I tend to hit greats just because I release a little early sometimes, and it's something I'm working on. Some days I don't hit any, and it's super nice. But other days it's not so much. So I'm gonna do here and 1.5 left spin. I'm going to swap to my precision. And we want to straighten out the pull angle there as best we can. 8.5 is our adjustment. And we're at plus 12. Should be a nice, pretty slow needle there. And I hit a great left this time. So we're going to see if we're going to be in the rough. And yep, we're absolutely long. So we will get out of there. Excellent. So no great lefts at all, guys. Approach the needle swing from the right hand side. I need to get my crapola together. Hey, Jerry, welcome back. Thank you for the good luck, sir. Maybe what we needed the whole time was Jerry to be here, and we would stop hitting greats. I wonder. Let's see. Let's test the theory. All right. Well, I'm glad you're here as long as you can be, sir. I appreciate you every time. All right. So to the rough line, swapping to our top spin boost 4, then swapping to our precision. And we're going to straighten out that drive there. And we're looking at 7-3 plus 13. There's a perfect. I told you I could do it. It was Jerry. I needed Jerry here the whole freaking time. Jerry, no more missing streams. All right. So we are at 419, right in the target yards there. And let's do our rough check over the pin. We are at +3, which is table numbers. 1 back and half a right. And then we want the ball guide just into the whole center pin. And like I said, knowing my pull angle and Tommy crosswind thorn shots, I'm going to add 0.1. 8-0 is 3-3, so I'm going to pull 3-4. And then we just need to center ball. Ah, Jesus, Jason. All right, we're gonna give it another practice because I can't hit perfect. All right. I will, but what for? Get grinding. All right. Enough of this nonsense here. I don't know what I'm doing. For some reason, I'm letting go early. All right. All right, enough. Here we go. Really hard to make a video about how good the guide is when you're constantly hitting greats. There's a perfect there. And we should be right at target yards again. Nice rollout with the perfect. 420 this time. Smoke it up. All right. And our rough check is a +2. 1 back and half a right. Ball guide center cup just into the hole. 8-2 +2 is table numbers there. So 8-2 is 3-4. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 0.1 and 3-5. There we go. And that should, oh, miss left. Missing left, add 0.1 to adjustment. I did. I wonder if it's my pull angle. Let's have a look-see. Missing left would mean I had 59 on the pull. Tommy shots and me with the crosswind and the thorn, always trouble. Every time. All right. Let's look at the pull angle on that shot. And if it wasn't straight, tournament results, Jerry, I took a bronze. Hey, John, welcome. I took a bronze with the account that I played against Franco. Looks like I need to straighten out that pull just a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I am going to offset the ball just to the right of the pin with the left side of the ball guide and add 0.1. We're going to go live and see if we can grab this drop here. All right, so my final tweak is left side of the ball guide to the right side of the pin, and +1 on the adjustment. And that's a nice perfect there. You know, people talk about always like letting the needle swing and all that stuff. Sometimes that messes me up because I've never done that. So doing that sometimes messes me up worse than just going on the second swing. All right, so here we are with our rough check. We're at +3. 1 back and half a right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up just like that with the ball guide just on the right. +3 is table numbers, so I'm going to straighten out my pull. And 7-3 is 3-0, so I'm going to add 0.1 and my offset. And that should get us a drop there, hopefully. And center cup drop with the offset and the tweak. So for Tommy, drive, perfect, best. And my tweak for this is +0.1 to adjust and offset left side of ball guide to right side of pin. And we got a center cup drop out of that, so that's the right way to do it. Jerry, you got 2 par 4 hole-in-ones? Holy crap, nice. Yeah, so you guys can see the process there, right? We missed, we hit a bunch of greats first off, which sucks. It makes it really difficult. But once we started hitting perfect, we saw that our initial setup for this, which was adding 0.1, only reason I started there is because I know from personal experience with Tommy's shot in particular, on a crosswind with a thorn, I always miss left. So I started with my experience, added the 0.1, and then I still slightly missed left. So the next shot, the obvious thing to do was my set. The thing that was set that would not change is the +1. So that's my fixed variable on my dial in. The next thing to do would be to offset the ball guide. That would be my next variable to change. Now, sometimes your first variable is an offset, and then you have that as a fixed variable, and then you change the next variable. Do not ever start changing multiple variables at a time. The reason is you will not know what's not working at that point. So you got 1 and 11. Nice. Nice job, Jerry. So yeah, only change one variable at a time. Okay, so here we are, option or hole 2. We're going to be playing Franco's option 1. And what we are going to do is set up with the extra mile 9 at P10 no move target, swap to our APOC bag, Adjust with the APOC bag and then push or pull up based on wind angle and wind speed. And then we will swap to the Thor, add all the topspin boost into left. We need a P10, side spin 4, wind 4 to 6, topspin boost 10. So let's have a look at what we got going on for balls. Not sure what I have available. So I do have a topspin boost 6. I got 2 of those we can go with. And that's it. So we're going to have one practice and then we are going to go live. All right, so clubs we want an extra mile to start with. And I always got to change out my beginner wood. It's just a superstition. All right, and then we need a Thor. And we need to make sure we have the EB. And our EB is going to play at P8 minus 60 at full topspin boost at slider. So I'm going to set that up right now, minus 60. And set up there. And so we're going for green side. So let's have a look at this. After we adjust, swap to the Thor, add all the boost into left spin. We're going to give it 0.9 ball of left curl or the right side of the rubber band to the top corner of the top rectangle on the shot circle. And max OP. He says it's a slow needle. It is a head, kind of a upwards left tailwind, so it should be. Assessing the wind angle when we adjust will be important. If you're red, you are on the left, and you have it's mostly street with a single tree. In yellow, you'll have 2 trees in your view, and in blue, you'll be have a bunch of bushes with a small tree in the background. It looks to me like medium graphics, so we're going to leave the graphics on medium. So let's go. Steps. EM no move target. Swap to APOC. Adjust, push up or pull back. Swap to Thor. Apply the spins. 0.9 ball of curl. Max OP. Hit perfect. That's where we're at. That's where we're living. Okay. And we can do it all with the same ball. We don't need a swap. All right, here we go. Hole 2, practice. Great left on drive may clip the rough, and so we want to approach this from a right-hand swing. So we go here, and now we swap to our APOC. We want to assess this wind angle here, and we are actually way left of red. There, that's a little better. So it looks like he's pulling a slight 59. 11-3. And then 11-3 in red is a push-up of 0.2. And then we want to swap to our Thor's hammer. Give it all of that. And then we want to give it 0.9 ball of right. And we want to come from the right. And we hit a great left anyway, because that's who I am as a person. So he says great left's going to clip the rough, and we'll end up with a 100% EB. So, we will go ahead and give that all the boost. And put it center cup there. And let's see, what do we got? 10-9. So we're adjusting 4.7 rings. And let's see if that holds true. We'll need a perfect on the EB here at this distance. And we just missed a little left. I might have under-adjusted a touch. All right, so no great lefts, guys, at all. That's too much of a pain in the ass. I did approach from the right-hand side, but I let go late. You D-bag Jin with his own shots? Oh, shit. All right, we got to go live here. We only got one ball left. And so here we go. Hole 2, Franco, option 1. So adjust to our APOC. And Franco has a little bit of a 59 on this shot. This puts us in yellow. So 11. And yellow at 11 is a push-up of 0.2. And then swapping to our Thor's hammer, giving it all of that. And 0.9 left, all the OP, and then coming from the right. And we got perfect that time. And let's see where this puts us here with a perfect. All right, so this puts us way up by the green. This should be a no adjust EB ideally, but we'll see. And yeah, it is. It's a no adjust EB. I would put it just on the edge there just to be safe, but slight great left ain't gonna hurt us. Boom. 2 for 2 drops. So Franco drive needs perfect. Great left, no good. EB, max top, no adjust. So that's hole 2 there. Not bad so far on the guide. It seems like it's looking pretty good. Now we're going to run into the first par 5 of the game. We are going to be doing drive distance as a table number. We want to switch our bags back the way they were. Okay, so we're going to start with the quarterback at P10 max rest. We're going to swap to the APOC sniper. We're going to want to start with a P10. We need a top spin boost 4, side spin 4. So as we know, I don't have any precision of those. So we'll do is, God damn these flies. We will swap out to a higher precision or a higher top spin precision ball. That way we don't have to screw around. All right, so we got some of those. And we want a P4 side spin 2 to set up with. And I guess I do, no, it has to be win 10. Okay, so here we go. All right. So we're going to set up at QB P10 max rest, blue on the left side by the rough fairway. We're going to swap to the APOC sniper, give it max top spin and 2 boost and 1 left spin. We are then going to adjust and push up in medium winds 0.1 and in high winds 0.3. There's going to be a tiny shake on the needle, and we'll be giving it outer wall left curl and max OP. Our second shot will be based on drive distance. And then we will be giving it 1 top, 2 left, ball guide just into the hole. We'll be looking for wind angle tweaks based on wind speed. Your red angle will have a tree and part of the bush in it, a fat tree. Your yellow angle will have most of the bush in it and a tree in the background. And your blue angle will have a single tree on the left, a bush on the right, and potentially be able to see the larger tree in the foreground. These graphics look medium, maybe. They might be low. So we'll have a look. But in red and low wind, we'll give a click of up. And red or yellow and high wind, we'll give a click of OP. And then in blue, 1 click OP and low wind, 1 click OP and or 2 clicks OP and higher wind. So it says top spin boost ball into sniper range. Be sure to have ball guide correct. Can swap to P8 to 9 once swap to APOC bag. If we did swap to P8 or 9, we would end up with a lot more shake. So we're not going to do that. So this is Franco option 1. And we are going to give this a go here. First practice shot, hole 3. All right, later, Jerry. Have a good one. All right, so we are actually going to be over here, and we are going to set up at max with the blue to the rough line, swapping to our APOC sniper, 2 boost and 1 left. We're then going to swap to our precision ball, just for a little assistance on hitting perfect, even though sometimes with me it doesn't freaking matter. 7-7 is a push-up of 0.1 rings. So we want to just give her a nudge there. And then we want to go outer wall and max OP. Hit perfect, and we're looking for 410 to 418. And we want to write down our drive distance. So we are at 414, which is table numbers. Now we want to give it 1 top and 2 left spin. And then we want to line up with our ball guide just into the whole center cup. Right there. And table numbers and wind angle. So we want to adjust that pole nice and straight. We are in yellow, and 7-5 is no change. Table numbers are 8 rings. Nice, easy adjust there. And then just center ball and hit perfect. And let's have a look, see here what happens. Nice speed to the hole and just left edge. So he says if you're missing left to subtract 0.1 from the adjustment. Let's look at our pull angle for 1, and then make sure we're pulling our normal pull. And then if we are, we'll just take, yeah, all the holes with the boost balls killing me too, man. As you can tell, I don't have a lot of ball stock on this account, so it's kind of tough. Okay, so let's look at our, after our first practice, let's look at our wind angle pull, or our pull angle on this shot. So it helps if you set the spins correctly to begin with, you know. All right, so we had the ball set up correctly, center cup there. There we go. Yeah, we were good. Center cup. And let's see here. It looks like a pretty decent pull. So we're going to start our adjustment by subtracting 0.1. That will be our constant. We will move on from there if we miss again. So we are setting up at the QB, and we're going to move through this again. Give it another shot, see what happens. Practice number 2. So taking 0.1 off the table will be our constant variable. Okay, we want to be over here at max with the blue right there. Swapping and max OP and 1 left. And then we have 7-2 on our adjustment there. And then outer wall and max OP. Hit perfect. And 410 to 418 is what we're hoping for here. Nice drive, center fairway. Good drive from Franco on that. I like that a lot. 414 again. Okay, that's table. 1 top, 2 left this time. And then setting up with our ball guide. That's a little right. Center cup. And now we just need to figure out our wind angle. We are back in yellow, and that is no adjust. So 7-7. So we're going to pull 7-6 and see where that gets us. Good speed to the hole. Just right edge, right side of the pin. Good shot. I think this minus 0.1 for our pull is the correct adjustment. So drive needs perfect. And then adjustment minus 0.01. Ball guide, center cup. And that looks pretty good to me. So let's go live and see if we can snag this drop here and keep going. So we're going to get back into our business here. And here we go. You always pin a ball for exact side spins. I hear that. Looked like I had a tiny flick of 01. You pull about the same. Yeah, I might have. I was a natural 01 flick of 01 puller. I've been trying to correct it to a straight pull. It is very challenging to get away from. All right, so want to try to straighten that out there. 7-9. And then outer wall and max OP. And we hit a slight great right, so I guess we're going to find out what happens with that. Hopefully we stay out of the rough. And we look like we're okay. So drive distance 410 to 418. 412, we're good. All right, 412 is plus 1 to the table. So since we're subtracting 1 from the table, we will just use table numbers. And then we want to be set up center pin. That's a little bit left. There we are. And since we're supposed to add 0.1, we'll just not, since we're taking 0.1 off. And we are in blue. And 7.6 is 1 OP. 7.6 is 8.1. And then we're going to need 1 click of OP. So down here, and just 1 click. And let's see what happens. Nice speed to the hole. Boom, center cup drop. All right, look at that drop. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad you got to witness my brilliance in dialing in these last 2 holes. My goodness. Somebody needs to pat me on the back. That was good. We've got 3 drops in a row. Boomsies. And no, there was no left curl. It was 1 click OP. But pretty dang good shot from the old putts there. Pretty happy with that. All right. So the next shot is a par 3. We are going to set up with a quarterback and a basic wood, a topspin boost 5-ball that has 2 left spin. So let's find that. And any old one will work. And so we're going to use that to set up. And then we are going to set up at P2 max rest. And then we'll be swapping to a win 10. So let's go power winners is. Oh, wait. We can actually go oldest and set up with this ball. That's fine. But then we need a P2 plus side spin 4 plus win 10. Oh, whenever you hit great right, you do 1 click left curl, vice versa. Oh, thanks for the pat on the back, John. Allison, thank you. That's right. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I amaze myself. And I mean, who can blame me, right? All right. So, boom. Let's see. What do we got? Bum, bum, bum. Trying to find something we got a bunch of. Maybe that ball. Let's see. Oh, wait. That's a precision 4, isn't it? Let's not push our luck. You know what I mean? Let's not push our luck with the precision 4. Where'd that ball go? I'm getting rid of it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's actually try to go for a little bit better ball. Don't want to use my precision 8, however, because I am poor. Let's see. Precision 6 would be comfortable. We got this cauldron ball. It is a little. Oh, we're doing circle break up though, or just before, so that's fine with me. All right. So here we go. Sometimes the size of the ball is really important, unless you're doing just before circle break, or circle drop, or just before circle drop OP. Then the size of the ball really doesn't freaking matter. All right. Okay. So what we need is our top spin boost 5-ball and 2 left spin. We're going to start with the beginner wood. We're going to add all the top spin boost and 2 left spin. And then we are going to move up into QB, swap to our P2, and then we are going to find our landing position which is going to be at P2 max rest with the ball guide line through the hole. We will then swap to our P10, our Win 10, and we will adjust and then give it either circle break up, just before circle break up, or just before circle break up, -1 click of up and +2 clicks left curl. Let's pray to God we don't get that wind angle. Jesus. All right, graphics are on low for this hole. So we are going to go there. All right, let's get into it and give it a practice. There we go. Hole 4, looking for drop number 4. Tommy's guide's looking pretty strong so far. A little bit of dial-in work, but nothing too crazy. All right, so here we go. All of this, right? Move up here, then swap balls. Find our max rest. P2 max rest. Okay, with the ball guide straight through the hole. Swap balls here. Okay, let's find our wind angle. And we are in blue. Oh, fuck, we're in blue. 7-6 is 6-6. Okay, and we're going to be going just before circle break up. Okay. -1 and 2 clicks left and see what happens. I didn't want to be in that wind angle. And we drop left side. I am a genius. I am quite possibly the best golfer to have ever golfed. That's all there is to it. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The worst wind angle on the planet, and I dropped it. Love it. So, really, really, really easy setup here, guys. Even that blue setup wasn't bad. You just got to remember to back off that 1 extra click of up and then 2 clicks of left. Don't overdo it. Let's hope for a better wind angle this time. All right. So, automatically going live because we dropped the shot. And, I want to look at my pull angle real quick. That's something I usually do. And make sure I was pulling what I think I was pulling. Okay, max top and 2 left. Pushing up into quarterback before we swap balls. Max rest, ball guide through center cup. And it looks like I might have even been a little bit left there, which would cause the left side drop. And let's see here. We are pulling. Looks like maybe a slight 59. And we are definitely in blue. So just before circle break up, -1, 2 clicks. And boom. Okay. So pretty nice setup there, guys. Not really that difficult to do. Let's get after it live and see if we can grab drop number 4. I need to take some notes here. Hole 4, we are playing Tommy. Option 1. Basic wood set spins. Push up into QB. Swap balls. Initial aim. Swap balls. 12 o'clock-ish pull. And be mindful of wind angle. And graphics on low. That is important. If they're not on low, you may not be able to see it. So just be mindful of that. All right, let's see if we can get this drop number 4 going. Got my stuff. Let's rock and roll. All right, here we go. So all of that, push up, swap balls, find our max, and set up center cup there. And then swap balls and assess the wind angle here. And we are in blue again. 7-2 is 6-2. So we are going to go just before a circle break, -1 and 2 clicks of blue. Oh, shit. Gosh dang it, Jason. And I missed the rough entirely. God dang it. Oh, it's frustrating. Gosh damn it. Alright, setting up just left edge here. Let's hope I can hit perfect. Nope. Alright, so now we're not qualifying this account. God dang it. Man. What a waste. That is so beyond frustrating. But we'll go ahead and finish the dial in practice mode and come back to I will qualify this on my own time. As you saw, there was no real tweak to that hole. It was straightforward. Just don't hit freaking greats. All right, next hole, hole 5. We are setting up with an APOC P10 no move target. You can do the wedge is tested with a Wind Zero P10 ball. If you swap ball, you can swap to any. Hold on a second. We blast the ball down to the right. Wedge is tested with Wind 0 to 10 ball. If you swap ball, you can swap to any P0 plus ball, but always do the EB check with the P10 ball first. So we can actually do this shot with any wind between 0 to 2. So it doesn't really matter what one of those balls you use. Wind resistance. So we're going to use a Wind 0 there. We're going to set up with a side spin for non-top spin boost because we don't want any top spin boost on the shot. It's going to be max top spin 2 right at P10 no move target. We'll adjust 1 to 1 and then push up based on wind speed. Then we will give it 0.4 ball right curl, max OP, and hit perfect. And then our Endbringer will play P10 plus 15 no spin. And it is a pretty simple shot, so nothing really to worry about. I love how I say, I'm the greatest golfer, and then do some idiotic crap like that. I mean, I'm just joking about being the greatest golfer, but really, really, really kicking the nuts when you do that. Hey, Jabber, thank you. Happy Monday. All right, max top 2 right. We're going to swap ball to our other precision, so we're not wasting the good one. All right, we want to be here. Nice straight pull if we can. 8.18.2. And then we want to push up 7.2 rings in a nice straight line. And then we want to give this 0.4 ball right. And hit perfect. And there we go. Now we want to measure our EB out and do a no spin EB. So let's see if what we got for a slider here. And have a look-see. We are at 78. And we have 17.9 wind, which means our adjustment will be 17.7. We want to set the ball guide right there. 17.7. So pull my 10 and then my 7.7 and then just center ball, hit a great because why effing not? And we drop. No, we don't. Okay. Great. Love it. Hate my life. All right. Tommy, hole 5. No reason to continue testing this shot. Use precision if you got it. Wind 0. That's going to give you the slowest needle. And then EV school no spin. And you can swap to a different power ball, but measure with your P10 first. All right, hole 6 here. We're going to play Tommy option 1. And we are going to be using the Thor's hammer and a sniper. We are going to start with a QB at P10 max stretch. And then we want the Thor's hammer and the sniper bag. And what we want is a top spin boost 9 ball. And win 10. I only have one of those. So I'm going to set spins with that. And then I'm going to swap to the Gorilla Ball for practice, since I got some of them. All right, so we'll set up here. All right, so P10 max stretch, red on the left by the rough fairway. We're going to swap to the Thor sniper, give it 4.5 top spin boost, 2 left spin. We will adjust 1-to-1 with the Thor, and then we will push up based on wind angles. Then our second shot, our second shot, we will line up with the first dark column on the left-hand side of the flag, in between that and the bright column. We'll be playing landing position. We're going to then spin the ball guide just so it's the left edge is just in the right side of the cup, half a square through. And we'll adjust based on our landing position and table numbers from there. It says we will also need to give it circle break right. So what I think we should do is pin a precision ball for the second shot because it sounds like it's going to be a pain in the hiney. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we'll try this one. All right. Okay, so we're setting up with that, putting the spins on with that, swapping to that, adjusting with the Thor, giving our push up, and then max left curl, max OP, hitting perfect, and setting up with a sniper. The notes on the thing are on the guide are this: aggressive drive on this evil par 5. Great right will go into the rough, and great left will sometimes roll out short. If not within desired target yards, play safely to the green for an eagle. So this sounds like one of those situations where we gotta get perfect no matter what. I gotta go in here and forfeit this hole. Oh, happy Monday, everybody. Can't believe we ruined our qualifier on hole 4 like that. Ugh, that's frustrating. All right. I'm going to actually swap this ball to forfeit with, just in case it takes the ball for forfeiting. I don't know. All right. And we will go into hole 6 here. Let me get my ball back on. There we go. And here we go. All right. So far, Tommy's guide has been great. A couple little tweaks, but for the most part, it's been pretty solid. All right. Max stretch red to the rough. There. And then we're swapping to the Thor's hammer bag. We're giving it all of that. We're swapping to that ball. We are looking for a wind angle here, and we are in yellow, which is a push-up of 1.2. So we're going to push up 1.2. And then we're going to give it all this and all this. And we got perfect, so hopefully we'll get a rollout where we want to be. Looking for 417 to 425. And we're good. And so I'm going to swap really quick to the P4 and push up into my landing spot, which is going to be right here. And then we're going to spin the ball right there. Okay. +2 is table numbers. So 8, 3 is 8, 5. Nice, easy adjustment there. And center ball and no tweaks. And let's see how that works. And we missed left, so we need to offset more right. So first thing I'm going to do is move the offset entirely out of the cup and one click. And that'll be our fixed variable on that. So let's go and let's try it again. All right, so tell me option 1, I'm writing down drive needs perfect approach more offset right. All right, let's have a look here, see if we can drop this hole or at least get ourselves really close. Oh, I forgot the circle break right. Never mind. We're not offsetting anymore. I forgot the circle break right. All right. So, helps if you follow the guide. I know it seems weird. Why should we have to do that? So there we go. And then we're going to swap here and we'll adjust. All right, we are in, we are back in yellow, which is 1.2 push up. So there's our 8-2 and then our 1.2 push up. And then all of this and all of that. And we got perfect again. So hopefully we're going to roll out right. We're going to play it as per guide with the circle break, clearly, because I totally screwed that up. All right, 424, right in target yards, which is great. Going to go ahead and swap balls right away. Get up into position here. Which is top of the yellow, right there. We're going to offset just like we were told, and then adjust. +1 is -1 to the table. So we're going to try to straighten that pull angle. 7-8 is 8-0, so we're going to pull 7-9. And then we're going to give it circle break right. And let's see if that grabs the drop there. And nope, we missed right. So, we could do less right curl. We could offset back to the middle of the cup, one or the other. So, last practice here, guys, just because I don't have the balls to continue. What we're going to do is we're going to offset right side of the ball guide to the left side of the pin and play the rest as per guide. So here we go. All right, and we want to be max stretch red to the rough. Swap to our there, give it all of that. Swap to here, go there. We are in, this time we are in red, which is 1.4 push up. So 7-3. And we need 1.4. And then we need to give it all of this and all of this. And we got perfect again, so hoping for the same rollout. Funny that I can hit perfect at times like that, but I can't hit perfect on a slow needle. Friggin'. All right. Offsetting right side of ball guide to left side of pin. And setting up this the same way. So we want to be here and we want to be here. We want to set up, and we're going to set up right there, like that. And +3 is table numbers. So try to give it our nice straight pull there. And 8-1 is 8-3. So 8-3. And then circle break, right curl. And let's see if that grabs the drop for us. And yep, center cup drop. So option 1, drive needs a perfect. Approach offset, right side of ball guide to left side of pin, and then as per guide. And that's that. Moving on to hole 7 here. Got to go forfeit hole 6. Oops. All right, so we got we've got a really good dial in on all these holes so far. Even with the little tweaks we've had to figure out, things have gone really well. So I really like the guide. It's felt pretty easy. All right, we are going into hole 7. So what we need here is the Hornet, the QB, and then we're going to swap to the APOC. So we need 1 right spin. So we're going to pull this ball and none. And then we're going to use that P4. So what we're going to do is give it max backspin with the Hornet and 0.5 right. We are going to then set up with the blue ring on the left to the bunker rough line. And we are going to adjust and give it just before circle drop OP. There's 3 wind angles. There is the middle wind angle has trees and road in it. The left wind angle has kind of 2 roads where they fork, and the right wind angle has like the road in the very background. So that's where you'll be. And nobody said good job on that albatross. Rude. Okay, here we go. Practice hole 7. Let's get it. All right. So we'll drop back down into Hornet here, max back and half a right. And then we will jump up here at max. And we want to set up right there. We'll then swap to the APOC and swap balls. We will assess the wind angle. And that is going to be yellow. 8-5 is 8-3. And then we want to give it just before circle drop and 2 clicks of left. And let's see what happens. And we just missed left. And he says if you're missing left, increase 59. Good speed though, so I like that. Let's look at the pull angle and try it one more time. So Tommy, hole 7, option 1. All right, here we go. Oh, we want to do a look at the pull angle real quick and see what we were pulling. He said too much 59 if we missed left, so let's look. Oh, are you guys still there? Did everybody leave me? Nobody's talking in chat. It's okay if y'all left. I get tired of me missing too. All right, let's look. I didn't think we had that much 59 on it, personally, but we might have had to click too much left curl. So we're going to go after it again and see what we got here. We'll try to make sure we're pulling straight as possible. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. All right, dropping back into Hornet and max back half a right there. Pushing up into max quarterback, setting up on the edge. We might have been set up a little too far left as well. You never know with me. So let's get into here and try to straighten out this wind angle. All right, 7-4. We are in blue. 7-4 is 7-2. So I want to pull our 7-2. And then we need just before circle drop and 4 clicks and hit a great left. So freaking annoying. Hey, Jabber. All right, last attempt at this, and then we're moving on. I'd say the most important thing you can do is mind, set up spot, and assess your wind angle correctly. This is going to be the last try, though, because I don't have that many balls here. I wish I had enough balls just to run it until I got it down 100%. It's just not the case. So here we go. See if we can get the drop here. I think the key is really 12 o'clock pull. Make sure your blue on the left is at the edge of that sand trap, not at all in it. So, right there. And then, let's see what wind angle we have today. So, 8-1, and we are back in blue again. 8-1 is 7-9. Nice, easy adjustment. However, this is the worst wind angle to have because of the clicks of curl. So just before circle drop, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see if that drops. And miss left. So I would say blue angle sucks. Probably the worst one. I think I had one too many clicks of left curl. The speed is good, all that stuff. So just really being mindful of those steps. Hole 8, moving on. All right. Hole 8, we are going to set up with the rocket at max P0 max stretch, clear by the edge of the sand on the left. We're then going to give it 3.2 top and 5 left spin with the rocket. Swap to us APOC sniper bag. Excuse me. And then give it 100% left curl, 100% max OP. We are then going to play our sniper at landing position in the middle of the first light green row left of the pin and on the edge of the rough. We're then going to give it 1 back approximately and 4.8 right to get the ball guide just through center cup. We will then adjust based on our landing position and either give it circle break just before circle break or circle break +1. The middle angle has the tree in it with the sand and the road in the foreground. The circle break, just before circle break, has the red bush in it. And the totally opposite side has trees in the background and just a little bit of sand and road. So let's set this up here. Get this dealt with. All right. P0 max stretch. We can actually stick with that P4 side spin 10 ball. We need a P0. And so pretty realistically, pretty simple setup here. It's just a matter of getting the approach down. So let's go ahead and have a look at it. I cannot believe I didn't get to qualify either account today. Yuck. That is not good. All right. So clearing to the edge of the sand right there. Swap to our APOC sniper. Swap here. Give it 5 left and 3.2 top. And then we're going to adjust 7, 8. And no push up. Max OP. Hit perfect. Looking for a 324 to 331 on the target yards here. Really close to that rough edge, so perfect is needed. All right, and 327's right in there. We're going to play landing position on this. So where we want to line up is right here in the middle of this row with there. We then want to give it all that, and we want to be right here, center cup, just through the cup like that. We are at +2, which is -1 from the table. And try to straighten out that pull angle there. 7, 7 is 6, 9, so we're going to give it 6, 8. And according to our wind angle, we are in blue, so circle break up +1 and hit perfect. And just miss left. So we need to offset right side of the pin. And we'll go ahead and do that and give it a go. And that looks like a pretty simple hole. The only thing really needed is to make sure that you're using the right amount of up on the approach. Other than that, the only thing I would do personally is I would set up with a P0 side spin ball because it's going to be easier to set the spins. So we'll do that. And let's go ahead and get after this and move on. We're going to set left side of ball guide to right side of pin. And we'll move on from there. right, here we go. And right at the edge of the sand there. Oops. Want to set our spins with that. Swap here. And then swap balls. And then we want to nice and straight pull angle. 8-3. And then max OP, max left. Hit perfect. Still looking for 324 to 331. Yeah, do not hit a great left on this shot. You are going to hate your life. All right, 327. Nice consistent drive. So key here is going to be set up spot right in here and right at the edge of the rough. Okay, and then you want to spin this right. We want to spin it right there. So we want it a little bit further through the hole right there. All right. +3 is table numbers. So we want to make sure we're not giving it any 01 there. 8-3 is 7-5. Nice, easy adjustment. And we are in yellow, which is circle a break up and hit perfect. There we go. Right side drop. So we might want to offset a little bit more towards the pin. But that is a good shot. So drive. This is Tommy option 1. Option 1. Drive set up with P0 side spin 10. And then approach. Ball guide favoring right side of pin. So kind of more, not where I had the left side of the ball guide to the right side of the pin, but like a click left of that. So you have more of the ball guide on the pin, but you're favoring the right the right side of the hole. And then watch wind angle for up. So let's move on to the last and final hole, hole 9. And this is going to be we're going to send it to Tsunami with a waypoint perk, much like we did with Boris. So let's swap this here and get our little perky perk on. There we be. And we're going to want to set up with a P10 max stretch, red by the fairway on the right-hand side, max top spin boost, 1 right, wind 0 ball. We'll then adjust and push up based on wind speed. We'll give it 0.7 ball right curl, max OP. He says slower needle. We all know what that means. With the Tsunami, you are going to do a pin check. You're going to set up with the inner ring by the rough and the center line in line with the pin. You're going to spin the ball guide 1 green square through the right side of the pin and adjust based on table numbers. So let's grab our balls. We're going to be swapping to a wind 10 on approach, so I'm just going to stick with that. Power, wind resistance. Oh no, top spin. So we want, shit, I'm about out of all of them. So we're just going to use this one. And we'll just have to go live here with this shot. Pretty simple. You're going to need a perfect. So hopefully it's not too shaky. Oh, I forgot to forfeit hole 8. All right. This is Franco option 1. All right. Let's make sure we got our bags packed here. Got our balls selected. Let's rock and roll. All right. Always do your pin check with your Win 10 or your P10 before you swap to a lower power ball in case you can't get there. All right, max stretch. We want to be red to the rough line there. All the top spin boost, 1 right. We want to adjust as straight as possible here. And we'll go 10. And then our 8.5. And then we're going to push up 7.5 here. Which is right there. And then we're giving it max OP and curl to the outside triangle. We got perfect there, so we're looking for 500 plus yards. And we got 506. That's good. Let's do a pin check, ball swap, and then go from there. So pin check is plus 11. And let's do our ball swap. We're wanting to set up in line with the pin and our inner ring at the rough line. And we're setting the ball guide right at there, right at the edge of the cup, right? 7-7 at plus 11 is going to be plus 4. So 7-7 is 5-5. So 5-9. And then just center ball. Hit perfect. And that should be in the hole. And just missed right edge. Probably could change the offset just a touch. Move it a little bit closer. But that's hole 9 in the books. My suggestion is perfect on drive. You saw the needle is nice and slow. And then offset more towards right of cup, like a click or two. But that's it. I appreciate you guys coming to the dial-in today. Tommy's guide looks great. I think we can really get some good scores out of that. If you guys enjoy the content, please consider donating to the channel. Helps keep me in balls and guides and all that good stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be back at 4 o'clock for the Q9 live stream. And then I won't be back again until Tuesday for the Q9 live stream. I'll be qualifying my accounts on my own time. I hope you guys have a great night. And if I don't